What's up, boys? First round is in the books. Joe, I know I believe in God, and I know you believe in God, but with this league, we have a very good case as to why God does not exist.
God no longer exists.
We might, as a league, become atheists because you can't have that big of a letdown if you pray to your God.
Yeah.
Where is your God now? And I know, I feel like I might be mistaken here, but I thought he was Catholic, right? He's Catholic, so he believes in the same God that we do, right?
Yes.
Where is he? Where'd he go?
He called upon him, and God was like, "New phone, who dis?"
Yeah, we don't know where he is. This was a great. It was like, okay. Overall, if you look at the final scores, there were blowouts, but there was so much drama within the blowouts. It was actually fun.
Yes.
It wasn't like one of those. And I think the Saturday games have a lot to do with it. I think with the more Saturday games, also with the waiver drama that we'll get to later on in overpaid, underpaid. Mm-hmm. That was fun. That was really fun. The toilet bowl is set. It's actually, we're just going to rename it the Wilson Bowl. I mean, we might as well accept it.
It's the Wilson Bowl.
It's the Wilson Bowl.
Yeah, Matt's going to get dragged into that as well.
Yeah, I know.
Just by association.
Yeah, it wasn't even his fault.
No, it's not his fault. He did what he needed to do to get himself out of it.
Yeah, he did.
But he peaked too late.
He did. Yeah, he peaked too late. It was fun weekend. You want to go ahead and get into the matchups?
Let's do it.
All right. Eagles are good. I'll start off with the two loser bracket games, and then I'll go into the playoff games. Eagles are good versus Boomer Bust. Good job. Good job, Biggs. This was the bench game. If you look at the benches on both of these teams, we both left so many points on the bench. And I know what you're all thinking. Why did you bench Greg Kittle or George Kittle? Because, look, if you look at his last 3 weeks.
All right, here we go.
It was. Okay, this is why I benched George Kittle. Okay, his last 3 weeks were not good. San Fran hadn't been using them like they should have. And Njoku was having great fucking weeks, okay? I went with that, okay? And it's obviously, again, I have a, fade my picks and you'll get rich slogan. So, I don't know. Here's the thing. I think I learned. I learned my team is really bad and I know why, and I learned, and I'm not going to make the same mistake next year. I need to stop relying heavily on people that I used to think were good, or people that were good for me in the past.
And the Packers.
Yes. The Packers are in my brain are done. I fucking hate the Packers. But yeah, good for you, Boomer Bust. Yeah, you're out of the toilet bowl. I don't know. I didn't really have anything else on this one. It was Dawson Knox came through for him pretty well. I didn't really have much of a shot on Monday because he had Aaron Jones in the Packers defense. I had Aaron Rodgers and Christian Watson. There wasn't really much of a chance I had. So, good job, Biggs.
Yeah, I was about to say that was a great start on the Dawson Knox because, I mean, especially like a tight end like him or much like most tight ends in this league, just because they had a good performance doesn't necessarily mean they'll have another good performance the week after. And so I think that probably was one of the game changers right there for him.
Yep, I agree. You got anything else?
That's about it.
All right, Eagles are good. Loses to Boomer Bust 76.96 to 96.62. CD's nuts versus you, bud. My team suck-ups. I think you're just the king of terrible number one picks. That's essentially what this all boils down to. You curse everyone you pick number one.
Yes.
That's it.
I just need to stop being the number one pick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how I think I've gotten this 3 years running. I might be back to back to back for number one picks.
Ooh, we'll check that out. I know. Let's see. We'll have to look at that because that would be a good team name for you. I think Bobby might just be rigging it.
He might be rigging it.
He might be rigging it for you.
It might be in his way a compliment type of thing. He might be meaning it as a compliment, but please stop. You're drowning me in these terrible picks. this terrible curse.
Honestly, I hate. Sorry, guys, I'm a little sick, so.
There's gonna be random sneeze noises, throughout the show.
Yeah, I'm.
We're just gonna have to live with it.
And I also took like 60 milligrams of NyQuil about 10 minutes ago.
So if we hear snoring,
yeah, you might lose me. But yeah, so let's see.
What went wrong? I really honestly thought I had a chance on this one when he started Tyler Huntley, and Tyler Huntley only got 5 points. But yet again, my team surprises me with, just new ways to suck.
Yep. So like honestly, aside from Tyler Huntley, up and down, he had a good week. So you can't really like blame yourself that bad.
Yeah, but we keep telling him to start Justin Fields, and
I know,
he doesn't start Justin Fields. I thought it was going to be his way into the toilet bowl, but nope.
That would have been funny if it was.
Yeah.
He rode Tyler Huntley to the toilet bowl. You're going to ride Jonathan Taylor into the toilet bowl. That's what you're doing.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah, I mean, twice in one season, we just had him back.
I know. Anyways, you didn't really leave anybody on the bench, so you can't really say anything with that either. So I don't know. We'll see how it works out for you, bud.
Yeah,
I'll see you in the toilet bowl.
Yeah, I scrambled around. I'm trying to not lose this toilet bowl. I really don't want to spread my butt cheeks.
Who said you had to spread your butt cheeks? That's. I think you just assumed that.
No, it's been circling around. It's been circling around in the group chat.
All right. Oh, you got anything else?
I mean, because we do actually have everybody is the one deciding what page it is. Each of the month.
Oh, they're deciding what picture you.
Well, that's what we kind of decided was like each person. I mean, I'm gonna get, or not me. Gosh dang it! Why am I saying me?
So everybody in the league is gonna text you a page of an
idea for the calendar
for the picture.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
no nudity in public places.
No nudity in public places. I say no. I don't want to see anyone's asshole.
Yeah, I don't think.
And none of y'all want to see ours. I promise you.
Yeah.
Anyways. You got anything else?
That's it.
All right. CG's Nuts beats my team Suck-Ups 94.02 to 86.94. All right, let's get to the playoff games. Let's start off with you haven't seen crazy yet.
Have we seen crazy now?
I think we've seen crazy. So you haven't seen crazy versus Brady's divorce. That's about as crazy as it gets.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins started off that game. He was negative points at halftime.
Yeah.
Negative points at halftime. And then that insane turnaround. I can only imagine the emotions that Chris was experiencing.
Oh, yeah.
It's absolutely wild. Like, you go from down in the dumps. He said good game to James. He was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. And then now he was jubilant. That's got to be one of the biggest turnarounds in fantasy history as far as a quarterback. I mean, obviously, it was the biggest comeback in league history.
Yeah, he honestly was an honorary Vikings fan. Oh,
absolutely.
He felt the exact same roller coaster of emotions that the Vikings fans did.
You think from here on out he's going to put on chains? Be Kirk Duggins?
That would be a great idea.
I mean, let's put it this way. Kudos to him for starting Jerick McKinnon.
Yeah.
Like, that was probably the start of the year.
Yeah,
for anyone.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I guess he was going to win regardless of that, but, I mean, come on. 142.2, you're never going to complain about that. And that's with Devontae Adams only having 4.8 points.
I was about to say, I mean, it's basically Kirk Cousins and McKinnon right there. I mean, if Kirk Cousins doesn't have that turnaround and McKinnon doesn't have the game he does, that's ball game.
Yeah. Kudos to James. I want to throw some love James's way. He actually did a lot better than people thought he would. This week was weird. Justin Tucker didn't do very well. That was odd.
Yes, that was odd.
When two of your top receivers is going against the best defense in San Francisco, that's always tough, especially when Lockett gets hurt.
Yep.
The Algier on the bench, it's tough.
Yeah,
can't really see that though.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I get it. He's a big New Orleans fan, so he doesn't want to do it he don't want to pull against his team.
Yeah.
But New Orleans has shown time to time that we just
sometimes
haven't been good on defense.
But I don't know. Because sometimes we'll be good on defense, sometimes we won't. I don't know. I'd say go with Evan Ingram. We'll get to the predictions later on, but I like the way the Jacksonville Jags offense is rolling right now. But Jalen Waddle, stud. Devontae Adams, bounce back week. Brandon Ayuk, we'll see.
Yep.
It's always tough when Brock Purdy's starting. But he has like Antonio Gibson and Kenneth Walker that he can throw in at flex. So we'll see what he ends up going with.
Yep, it'll be interesting.
But yeah, this one was a crazy turnaround, man. Crazy emotions, I'm sure, on Chris's part. I'm sure James felt the same way. He thought, like, because, you get, like, it's basically the inverse. He's like, oh, look at this. Kirk Cousins is having a terrible game. And then after the second half, he's like, oh, Kirk Thuggins.
Yep, Kirk Thuggins. We saw, like, Kirk Cousins, full spectrum of Kirk Cousins all in one game.
Yes, we did. It was wild. And that's the ride Kirk Cousins takes you on. If you're ever when you dabble with Kirk Cousins, it's like smoking, or no. Well, let's see. What kind of drug would it be like? Be like different variations of Coke.
Okay.
Or Coke versus ketamine.
Okay, that's better.
Ketamine, you're feeling right, you're feeling good. Coke, you get all wound up and ready to fucking go.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. You got anything else in this?
That's about it.
All right. You haven't seen crazy beats Brady's divorce 142.2 to 93.82. Lord help me. Lord help me. Lord help me.
Yep, he didn't.
I mean, he gave Josh Allen 43.86 points.
He did.
Doesn't matter when Jalen Hurts puts up 34, but Lord help me. There is no God. There is no God. He changed his name to What Hurts the Mostert. So let's announce that. What Hurts the Mostert beats Lord help me. I think this is kind of what we expected from Luther's team. And this is nothing. Actually, I take that back. I did not expect this type of performance from Luther's team. This is just wild. He had 215. Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, 15 plus. Both of his running backs, 20 plus. And then his flex, Zay Jones, he just happened to put in there 30 plus.
30 plus.
Then with obviously Jalen Hurts. This is wild. This is wild.
I mean, this is kind of what we were saying as far as him, like, setting up a playoff run.
Yep.
Big time save up Sally.
And it's okay. Save up Sally. And it's okay because with Jerv having like Darren Waller and AJ Dillon on the bench, he can't really say much because it doesn't fucking matter. He needed that 50-point game from Joe Mixon. That's essentially what he needed here. Because besides Josh Allen and Saquon Barkley, there was only Donovan Peoples-Jones was the only double-digit points. I mean, like he still put up almost 106 points, but it doesn't matter whenever Luth puts up 158.
Yep. I mean that has to be a top amount.
I think it is actually.
I can go look it up.
Yeah, look it up real quick. And that's even with Mark Andrews putting up a 4.6. He dropped the Chiefs. We'll get to the predictions, but he dropped the Chiefs defense and added somebody else, which I think is a very good very good defense to add. Let's see. Schultz didn't really have a great game. Mixon kind of underperformed. Gabe Davis is tough. Harrison Butker missed that field goal. Did you find it?
Yeah, he's number 8.
Number 8? Okay, so he cracked the top 10 at number 8 with 158.9.
It's a personal new record for him.
Oh, nice. So this is his. He saved the best for his the most
playoffs.
clutch. Yeah, for the playoffs. That's the way you need to do it.
Exactly.
We'll get when we get to his predictions later on. We'll talk about the Jalen Hurts injury, but yeah, good job, Luther. Good job, Luther.
I tell you what, if Huff and Luther were playing this week, it would have been a very good matchup.
Yeah, how much did Huff put up?
153.
150. Ooh, I'm so excited for that matchup next week. It's good. It's like it's a clash of the title again. All right,
it's like France and Argentina all over again.
It is. So a lot of Luther's points that came from Jalen Hurts. And I was looking, man, he's only had one game this entire season under 20 points. It's insane. Jalen Hurts is a fantasy monster.
So not having him next game.
We'll see. We'll see. But again, like if you take Luther still wins if you take off the 34.7.
Oh, for this matchup?
That's how good his team is.
Yeah, yes.
All right. I want to let's do you have anything else before we move on, cuz I want to talk about the matchup between him and Huff.
That's about
Here
it.
in a bit. All right, let's go into overpaid underpaid. Did you see the drama?
Yes, I saw the drama.
Did you see the drama? Luther declared war on Alex Huff, and I don't blame him. Did you see what Alex Huff did?
Yes, I see, but you can go over it real quick.
He just okay. So basically, if you haven't been keeping up, he picked up. Not only did he pick up Brock Purdy, he picked up Derek Carr and Gardner Minshew. You know who his starting quarterback is?
Who's that?
Patrick Mahomes. I don't know. Would you call this dirty or strategic or a good move?
It's kind of dirty.
It's a little bit, but I kind of respect it.
I mean, it's not cheating.
It's not cheating. Yeah, exactly.
It's not cheating, but it's a little dirty.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I like it. I think it. I think
it fuels on to the competitiveness that both of these teams have displayed all year.
What if it starts like a little rivalry between them? That would be.
Oh yeah.
That would be fucking cool. Because I mean, it's already like they've already been. I don't really keep up too much of the group chat, but I did see a little bit of smack talk going back and forth. And then this just kind of adds to it. Mm-hmm. It's. I almost respect Huff. Actually, let's get to the free agency pickups. But I just wanted to point that out there first. So Zach Moss, you picked up for $61. There was 2 bids. Matt bids 0. Again, with the overpaid underpaid, I think it's more for the first half of the season versus the second half. Because, I mean, on paper you overpaid.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But who cares?
I mean, I'm just scratching and clawing at this point.
Yeah.
Just trying to get myself out of the toilet.
I like the Shaheed pickup. Andy Dalton's been favoring him a lot. He's been a productive wide receiver for the last couple weeks.
And he's got a big play. He's got big play all written all over him.
Yep.
So if he keeps targeting him, he's just got that potential to make a big play every time.
Yep. I'm going with all 3 Huff quarterbacks are underpaid. All 3 of them underpaid.
I'm gonna go with Petty.
Petty.
I'm gonna go with Petty.
All right. So if you take a look at Daniel Jones, it's not like he's had a terrible season. Like he's had he hasn't really been great, but if you look at besides this past week against Washington, he's had 21.3, 19.1, 16.2, 26.6, and 22.3.
Yep.
And then the bye week. That's not terrible when you have a team that Luther has. Mm-hmm. So I think he underpaid.
Also, if you actually take a look, who he's playing against Minnesota, who does not have a very good defense this year.
Yeah, well, as long as you just don't throw towards Patrick Peterson.
Yeah, I mean Patrick Peterson. Yeah, he's not in his prime years, but
he played well. Played well last week.
Yeah, I mean he's going to give you some good games.
A lot of those points that the Colts put up were just fluke plays.
Well, but I'm just saying in general, Minnesota's kind of had a leaky defense.
They have.
So,
I like the Browns defense pickup. Anytime you have a cold outdoor game, you pick up that defense.
Yeah, especially against the New Orleans, who's a dome team.
Yeah. So I think that's a great pickup. Underpaid for sure. You got anything else?
I think for overpaid, underpaid, that's about it.
Okay, let's get to projections. Let's start with the good games. What hurts the most? Take Mahomes country road. The Clash of Titans, baby.
Clash of the Titans.
Okay, so it does look like Luther's going with Daniel Jones. I like that call. I mean, like, even I would probably pick Daniel Jones over Brock Purdy and Gardner Minshew. I would maybe consider. Actually, no, I wouldn't put in Derek Carr at all because he's playing at Pitt, and that's an outdoor cold game. I would decide between him and Gardner Minshew, but still, Daniel Jones not a bad pick when you got Derrick Henry, and he's going to go with Raheem Mostert. He's got Zay Jones on the bench at New York Jets on Thursday. No, I guess I don't know. I'd throw Zay Jones in there, but he's been Luther's been making the right calls for the second half of this year, so I ain't questioning it. Going with J.K. on the other side, Huff's going with J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins in the running back position.
I mean, he does it. He's got Cordell Patterson playing at Baltimore, another cold game. So, again, like I said earlier, the defense is the right play, or the Browns' defense is the right play for Luther. Yeah, this is gonna be a fucking matchup, baby. The Ravens against Atlanta is gonna be. You want to go down the lineup? You want to go down the lineup? Okay.
Yeah, let's go down the lineup.
All right, let's see. And let's just group them. So, quarterback. I'm going to go, I'd say, obviously, Patrick Mahomes, Huff.
Patrick Mahomes. I think it would be very, very funny if Daniel Jones has, like, the game of his life. But, yeah, I would have to put my money on Mahomes being the better one.
I'd say, obviously, the running backs are going to go to Luther. And, they might be tied as far as the receivers go. I think I would give the nod to Huff. Yeah, I'd definitely give the nod to Huff. It's just hard to calculate it when they both have or when one has a running back on flex and the other one has wide receiver.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd give the nod to Huff on this one. As far as the tight end goes, like early season Mark Andrews would have actually put up a fight, but I give the nod to Travis Kelce there. Obviously, with who they have in flex right now, I'd say Christian McCaffrey. Although Chris Godwin has been having pretty good games those last couple weeks. As far as who do you think? All right, so who do you think they have winning the running back race?
I would have to side with Luther as well. I mean, because even though Christian McCaffrey is in the flex, I mean, he's just doing that for as far as game time positioning purposes.
Which I don't know why, because Raheem Mostert doesn't start till Sunday. I guess in case he wants to trade him out. I don't know. I don't really understand that one.
I mean, it could be because the person he might be able to or he might be trading out is Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
Which that's going to be a Saturday game, so he's got to figure out that.
I don't think he really cares at this point. I think he just put him in because there doesn't seem like there's any rhyme or reason to it.
Just throwing his lineup in, just closing his eyes and moving forward.
Who you think has the lineup or better wide receivers?
I mean, you do have to go with Justin Jefferson and Huff. I mean, Justin Jefferson, I think is better than Jamar Chase. Talent-wise, I think they're pretty on par. But as far as this year it's been going, Jamar Chase should have an opportunity though because T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd are both nicked up, I believe. So there might be an opportunity for him to score big. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think that they've just been playing lights out. I mean, you can see he's the last 7-8 games. He's gotten no less than 8 targets. That's just huge volume right there. So, you're going to have to go with that. And then, again, Mark Andrews' relevancy is going to be based off of whenever Lamar Jackson gets back. So, it's just tough stuff right now.
I think we both agree on the flex option here with Godwin and McCaffrey.
What about those kickers, though?
The kicker's going to be tight. I love it. This is going to be the best matchup of the matchup.
We got Dallas. That's going to be playing in a dome. That'll help. And then you got Bass, who's going to he plays at Buffalo, so he's he's used to, like,
He's not used to that Chicago wind.
now the Chicago win. I was about to say that could be a different story.
Chicago wind could be a factor. I think I'm gonna give the nod to Huff on this one.
Yeah, especially the Philadelphia is going to have a stiff enough defense that
Mm-hmm.
they'll be able to stop them a couple of times.
Let's see. We got the Browns defense versus the Ravens defense. Is the game in Baltimore?
Yes,
Okay. I think this one's a push.
this one's kind of a push.
I say push because they both are playing NFC South shitty teams, and yeah, it's a push.
It's a push.
All right, that's the predictions on that one. So who do you have overall? This is the hardest one to fucking pick.
I'm gonna have to go with the favorite. I'm gonna have to go with Take Mahomes Country Road.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Luth. I can't. He's giving me no reason not to.
The Battle of the Country Songs.
Yeah, right. I didn't even recognize that. Nice. All right. You haven't seen Crazy versus Campbell's Starbucks Cup. Our other playoff matchup. Dude, this one's going to come down to the wire, bro.
I love how this is like already they got 50%
I know.
on like who's gonna win, who's favored to win.
Dude, I was thinking about this. Is Chris the 2011 New York Giants? You remember when they started, they were going into the playoffs at like, they were like the 6th seed or something in the NFC and then end up winning the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah.
Is he? Is he?
He might be.
I don't know,
I mean,
'cause-
that's probably the Crazy that we haven't seen yet.
Oh, maybe he's been saving the Crazy for the playoffs. Like
you
obviously, it started off last week was pretty crazy. I mean, if you can get crazier than the biggest comeback in football history on your team, then not like the quarterback for the biggest comeback on your team, then you have my attention.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is starting Evan Ingram. I like that play. Let's see. Let's go through this one too. What do you think, Kirk Cousins or Joe Burrow?
I'm gonna have to go with Kirk Cousins on this one. Kirk Thuggins got a lot of momentum riding off that victory.
Yeah. They're in a dome.
They are playing in the dome at Vikings, whereas Joe Burrow's playing a very tough New England defense at New England.
At New England,
yeah. I gotta go with Cousins.
Cousins, okay. I think I'm gonna go with my boy Joe Burrow. I think he's got the edge. As far as the running backs go, it's nice because all three of them or both of them have 3 running backs starting. He's going with Kenneth Walker, which I think is a good idea over Ayuk.
Really favors my OCD.
Why is that?
Well, it's just everything aligns well.
It does. It does. I think I'm going to give the nod to Chris. What do you think? It's just especially after the I don't know, the performance Jerick McKinnon had last night or last weekend.
Yeah, I mean you kind of have to go like Dalvin Cook versus Eckler. Dalvin Cook is, I think that could be almost a wash in a way. Maybe favored Eckler a little bit, and then
Well, they did the Chargers use Eckler so much.
Yeah.
So
Jerick McKinnon, the way he's been playing, probably is a little bit better than playoff Lenny right now. Mm-hmm. Although Bobby could definitely use.
bless you. Bless you.
Could definitely use playoff Lenny right now. But
So who do you think?
and then Kenneth Walker. I mean, we know what he can do. So as long as he's healthy, I mean, he should beat out Latavius Murray. But Latavius Murray is no slouch either. I mean, he's been playing pretty good. Mm-hmm. Give me Chris on this one as well.
Okay. Jalen Waddle, Devontae Adams, A.J. Brown, Adam Thielen. I got to go with Chris on this one. AJ.
Yeah, I got to go with Chris as well.
Yeah. And then Evan Ingram versus Hawkinson. I give the nod to Bobby there.
Yeah.
Give the nod to Bobby. He is benching Young Wei-Koo and starting Michael Bagley. I like this call. Carolina's going to definitely have better weather than Baltimore. Jake Elliott's going to be a dome against Dallas. I think I'd say I'd give the nod to Bobby on this one. What you think? For the kicker.
Yeah, but Philadelphia. I mean, I would say that if Hurts was starting, would be scoring touchdowns. I think they might be scoring a little bit more field goals this time around. And then I think Detroit, Carolina's not like great by any means, and Detroit's kind of rolling. So, give me Chris on this one.
All right, and then this is good. This is an interesting matchup because it's Cowboys versus the Eagles. Mm-hmm. Cowboys playing the Eagles. Mano y mano. I think we got another push.
Another push. Cowboys versus Philly. Ooh, that's a tough one.
And they're both playing each other.
They're both playing each other. Yeah, this probably is going to be a push.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be close, and I think both teams are going to have the same. They're both going to have the same defensive performance, so it's going to be close. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter. So, you got anything else?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of tough. It's hard to believe that Chris is the 6th seed and Bobby's the number 2 on this one.
I'm riding with Chris, bro. I said it before the playoffs started. I'm riding with Chris. I want him to be the 2011 New York Giants.
I'm gonna have to go with same.
All right. Let's see. Let's get through. Let's just kind of run through these other ones because they're not. Let's go. Let's do the toilet bowl. No. I'm gonna win.
Oh shit.
I'm winning. That's all I'm saying.
No, dude. Dude, come on, man.
Okay.
I went into free agency. I got all my.
I didn't need to go into free agency.
Dude, it's gonna happen.
I'm winning. All right. Well, we'll see. Whatever team loses has to spread their butt cheeks, I guess. I don't know. We got some sick players in the fucking league. Let's go to CD's Nuts versus FUSPR team. No, but I don't think either one of them care.
What is this? What is that game for?
Nothing.
It's for nothing?
Well, it's for a place, but I'm going to you know what?
Oh, they're still working up towards
7th place.
7th place.
Yeah, but it does. I mean, it's not like there's no implications for it. I'm going to go on this one. I'm going to go with FUSPR team.
Yeah, they've been on a roll lately.
Yep.
Um,
So,
I'm gonna go with CD. If he puts Justin Fields in, CD's Nuts is gonna win.
Yeah, but he's not gonna put Justin.
He's not gonna put
Fields
Justin Fields in. So I'm gonna. That's
going
my
with FUSPR team.
Yep.
For the next two, I'm gonna go with Jerv against James. I'm picking Jerv on this one, and I'm gonna go with. You know what? I'm gonna go with Matt Wilson over Biggs. He did peak too late, but Biggs. I think I'm gonna pick Matt over Biggs. What you think? Last 2 games.
Let me give me Biggs against Matt Wilson, and then I'm gonna have to agree. Jerv is probably the best pick on here.
He's hot.
Yeah, he's definitely got some good players. That was a tough loss.
Yep, that was. All right, you got anything else?
That's about it.
We will see y'all next week. Again, apologies. I was not feeling very good, so we'll see y'all next week. Love y'all.
Later.